own it. I mean, geez. Well, the world nowadays is going to hell, and we knew it was going to hell when we were born. I mean, come on, even God casted our kind out and said, oh my God, what did I create? Stuck us on this little tiny planet that spins around, and we're just destroying it every day, so it really doesn't even matter. But that's just a side note in this little rant. But, back to my life. My life, I love being an HCC student. I will admit to that. The only reason why I will admit to that is because of the factor of sometimes there are those moments that are awesome. Like when you're sitting there starving, you're like, man, I should have packed lunch. And then, oh, they're giving away free food around the corner. Did you say food? You are a god. You've brought me a blessing. Or you have those teachers that you walk in on. Like, honestly, my government teacher, talk about a trip, he's awesome. He'll turn around and talk about, he will walk in there with a glad and a strut, and then the next thing you know, he'll turn around, look at the class, and go, and some of you go, I caught you in the elevator, you're happy today. That's right, I've been with my 21-year-old girlfriend. I mean, when you start getting gray hair, all of a sudden, a 21-year-old girlfriend cheers up everything in your life. God, I can't wait till I get to that age, because then I'll feel happy for once. I mean, hell, enough fucked up things have happened to me in my life. Like, I can talk about a couple embarrassing things real quick. And everybody's been there. Parents, you love them. But there are some moments that you turn around and you're just like, really? I want to leave and never come back. Like, some of these moments, I know everybody in this world has been walked in on by their parents. Mine take the mother freaking cake, and it is a mind fuck. Alright? Simply, like, the worst case scenario. They never knock. Or they knock and then just walk right through the door. They'll unlock the doors and walk in, and you're like, really, can you just leave me be? But turn around, the funny part is, try getting walked in on by your 83-year-old grandmother. Alright, you're just right in the middle of the strokes going, yeah, and hi. Yeah, oh, I'm so sorry. And then walk out, he's done. He's already just like, and shriveled up, gone. So, you just like, alright, I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna go outside. Go smoke a cigarette, come back inside. You walk in, son, and you're thinking, alright, it's been an hour or two. She's gonna forget. Or she just won't look at me. Well, it'll be awkward for a day or so. No, she has to make it worse and mindfuck me when I walk through the door and go, son, I feel bad for every woman that's with you. And I go, why? Because I'm an asshole? She goes, no, because you're hung like your grandfather, a horse. And I'm like, thanks, Grandma. And you just walk back to your room. Yeah, it's done. It's over. It's finished. Your mind has just went, and you're hoping you can find something in your room to delete that portion of your life. There are thousands of memories like that I have noticed that people have had. There's a couple of my own that I can add to the pile tonight. One of them, that's a really good one. Sometimes people can be funny, and then sometimes people can just be downright stupid. Like, I've seen it happen a million times, I've done it. The drunken ones are great. When you wake up the next morning, don't know how the fuck you found yourself in the bathroom, but you're in the bathroom and you're going, oh. And then your cousin walks by and goes, hey, so, how you doing, John? How did I get here? Oh, why does my hand hurt? Oh, you had a fight with the floor. Did I win? No. Sounds like me. And, then there's the moments that you wake up and nothing has happened. Like, people do not drink and drive. There are some of you, like, I heard one good story. And it scared me from driving. Actually, it's happened. Turn around, you go down the road, you get to the stoplight, and then the next thing you know, you wake up in your bed the next morning and you're going, I'm missing 3 to 12 hours of my life. What the hell's going on? You get outside, you run outside, check the car, and you're like, the baby's okay. And it's parked in the same spot. What the hell just happened here? Okay. You walk in, in your mind you're thinking, alright, I'm going to play this off. I can play this off. Look at your girl and you go, did I act weird when I walked in last night? No, you were just fine. And you're thinking, yeah, I got this. And then you go to the bed and you lay down, and the next thing you know, she looks at you with a little note and goes, here, by the way, you handed me this last night when you walked in. It's like, caught, done, finished. But, you know, that's not the most embarrassing thing that's happened to me. Like, there are several embarrassing things, like being thrown into cold pools with nipple rings. People, never go get your nipples pierced. Ever. If a woman looks at you and says it does not hurt, they are lying. They are fucking lying. Like, I'm dead serious. I walk into this tattoo parlor. I don't know how I got there, but see, with my family and my brother, he likes to instill pain on me. He thinks this is absolutely funny. People will look at him and go, why are you paying for this for him? Because I want to see him in pain. And I'm dead serious. I gotta be at least a fifth to a half a fifth of Jaeger in my system. And the next thing you know, I'm sitting in this chair, let's do this. Needle doesn't get halfway through the nipple, and I'm sober. And I'm going, ah, and you hear crunch, cop, into the damn cork, and you're like, you can't breathe anymore, because every nerve's just been severed along the way, and your body's going, in your mind going, what the fuck are you thinking? And you forget what the fuck you're thinking, too. But you know you have to go through it twice, because you're not going to sit there and leave with just one. It's just going to look awkward later. What are you going to tell people? I chickened out on the other. So you go through the other, and you know, I love tattoo artists. They sit there, and before they start to go, oh yeah, I hear that the second one or the other, is always the most painfulest, or is painfuler than the other. And knowing my luck, I'm just like, okay, give me a second to breathe. Why? Because I just know my luck is Jackson. This one going to hurt. And, you know, I knew I was in pain. My body was showing it because I ripped a part of the seat off. And he's like, really? And I go, I'm sorry, but that hurt. And then you're like, oh, later you find out it's a little crooked. People go, oh, you just get it repaired. No. Couldn't even jump in the pool. I jump in the pool, and the water goes swoosh around them and hits them. And it's like, oh. And you can't swim anymore. Because for some odd reason, with nipples, when they are hurt like that, your whole body just goes, poof! And like somebody hit an emergency shut-off reset. And you're like, oh, I'm drowning. But I can't move. Because my nipples are hurting. And if it's cold outside, oh, you know, I can understand where a woman comes from when she wears a bra nowadays. And she's like, oh, my nipples just hurt because it's cold. Man, let me tell you something. These puppies now, when it's cold outside, I know it. And I'm wondering where I can get a vest that has a warmer just for the nipples, so that way my rings don't go around my nipple. Because the harder the nipples get, the more it hurts. And then another thing, too, you know, I don't know how people go through these piercings. Honestly, about tattoos and piercings, I don't know how they go through them. The pain really isn't that bad, but it's a factor of simple. When a grown man looks at a man and goes, oh, I want a Prince Albert or something else, you do realize through this process in your head that another grown, tattooed, greasy-handed man is going to grab your penis, and he's going to stab it with something, and you're paying for this, folks. Seriously. Mutilation. And then, of course, they look at you and have to add this dumb line of, oh, yeah, I just can't pierce it like that, I got to chub it up first. And you're like, and, you know, at that point, they lose me. And then they really lose me when they go, oh, you can't have sex for 6 months. What did you just say? I mean, when somebody says you cannot have sex, it is like hell has just looked at me and said, or God's just looked at me and said, no. And I'm going, what did I do? Why me? Hell no! There's a problem with that. You know, I strictly go by the guy code of I am not hurt until I cannot have sex. If I cannot have sex, I am in some fucking pain. Don't fuck with me today. You know, and of course, anytime you get a piercing done, there's always some, as a dude, there's always some woman out there that wants to slap it. And that's why God gave us, or man created alcohol. Not even God. God created weed. That's not that bad either. But, you know, God created God created the herbs and the plants. Oh, fuck it.